these are some numericals of the chapter first. I am not going to tell you the important questions. These are only about the chapters. Okay. So first I am going to explain you some numericals. Before going to the numericals, we should know what are the three equations of motion. So first equation of motion, who is going to tell me? Yes, Rita.
V is equals to u plus at.
Very good. V is equal to u plus at. We know that V is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is acceleration, and t is the time. Good. And the second equation of motion? Yes, Priya.
S equal to u plus half at square.
Yes, very good. Where s is the displacement and t is the time taken. So, and what is the third equation of motion? Yes, Apeksha.
2as equals to v square plus 6.
Yes, b square is equal to u square plus 2x. So we have these three equations of motion which we can use in any numericals. You know, these equations of motion are also used in all the four chapters, first, second, third and fourth. So we should be very clear about these equations of motion. Now let's talk about some numericals. So if you have any doubt from the chapter, you can ask a particular question, otherwise I am going to explain the questions. Any questions like the question is, this is from the page number 103 and the blue color question second. Okay. So this is the question. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. If you know what are the values which is given in the question, you can explain me. Otherwise, I am going to explain. So can you tell me what is the information we are getting from this question? Anyone? Okay, good, Apeksha.
U equals to 80 km per hour.
Yes.
And v equals to 60 km per hour.
Very good.
T equals to 5 seconds.
Very good. So first of all, we should know what are the values which is given in the questions. Like according to question, the bus is moving with a speed of 80 km per hour. So initially, the initial velocity of the body is called u. What is u? U is the initial velocity of the body. So for this question second, we can say that u is equal to 80 km per hour. And one thing you should always remember that the velocity, the SI unit of the velocity is meter per second. So first we should convert these units into meter per second. So any one of you know how can we convert into meter per second this value? Anyone?
Go into 5 per
Yes.
second.
This is not the correct way to answer.
5 upon 80.
Yeah, very good. So by multiplying it by 5 per 80, if you multiply kilometer per hour into 5 per 80, it will convert into meter per second. So first thing you should know that the values should be in SI units. So we are going to convert it 80 into 5 per 80. 2, 9 and 40, 200 upon 9. This is the initial velocity of the body. Okay? And same as the picture says that finally its velocity changes to 60 km per hour. So the final velocity will be represented by using symbol V. So what is V here? It is 60 km per hour. And again one thing we should know that we have to convert it into meter per second. So multiplied by 580. Again can be divided by 6. I'm not going to cut it because जब आप इसको add subtract करोगे it will be easy for you to have the same denominator. So I'm not going to cut it by 6. It is 150 upon 9. Yeah, we can cut it by 3, but मैंने किया नहीं है क्योंकि हमें फिर आप बाद में ऐसे लेना पड़ता. Now the time is 5 seconds. So first, what should you do? You should write the information which is given in the question. Now you have to find out which equation of motion is appropriate for us. Suppose in this question you have to find acceleration. So now you should know which equation of motion we can use for find the acceleration. Anyone? Which equation of motion we can use? Only 3 hands are there for answering. Why? Not all the students are going to answer these questions. We have revised through this chapter 2 times. Okay. Anirudh. Ankit. Yes, Ankit. This is the formula for the acceleration. This is not incorrect. This is correct. But you can use the equation of motion. This first solve this question. So V is equal to U plus 80. Now what is the value of V here? 150 upon 9 is equal to U is 200 upon 9 plus A multiplied the time is how much? 5. So we can calculate it. जैसे आप मैथ्स में करते हैं इसको इधर लेके आएंगे 150 upon 9 minus 200 upon 9 is equal to 5A. Then it will be minus 50 upon 9 is equal to 5A. That A will be minus 50 upon 9. This is called the cross multiplication. Huh? The number which is in multiplication we can put it into division. 5. So it will be minus 10 upon 9. Okay, Priya? Is it clear? So first you should know what are the values which is given in the question. And the second thing is you will find out the equation of motion which we can use for solving this question. Okay, this is the question number 2 of your page number 103. So please write out this question. Then we will do another questions. Another question of page number 109. This is the first question. You can ask your particular doubts. If you don't have any particular doubt, then I don't carry another question. So this is the first question. A bus starting from rest. Do you know what is the meaning of saying that the bus is starting from rest? Yes. Okay, only the one? Yes. Huh? Very good. If it is given that the bus start from rest or any body start from rest, it means the initial velocity of the body is 0. Clear? So U is equal to 0 in this question. Now moves with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square. What is this? Raise your hand. Who's going to explain? What is this? 0.1 meter per second square. What is this? Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes. Huh? Yeah, this is the acceleration. You can also understand what is this by seeing its unit. Since it is in meter per second square, when you know that acceleration have the unit meter per second square, so it will be the acceleration. So acceleration is, okay, so the 0.1 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. For 2 minutes, what is this? Time. And the SI unit of time is seconds. So we have to convert it into seconds by multiplying it by 60. So it will be 120 seconds. Now find the speed acquired. Okay, what we have to find here? Find the speed acquired. It means no, speed acquired is not a distance. Speed acquired means only 2 hands. Hand.
Velocity.
Yes, we have to find the final velocity. This is given the initial velocity is 0 and how much speed will it require in 120 seconds. It means you have to find the final velocity. So the final velocity you have to find in first part and in second part you have to find the distance covered. So it means S. So yes, your name? Harshita. Harshita, which equation of motion we can use for finding the final velocity out of these 3? हाँ?
एस पी ढूंढना है ना
S को बाद सेकंड पार्ट होगा ना, पहला फर्स्ट पार्ट करना है आपको.
पहले पार्ट में फर्स्ट
Yes, by using the first equation of motion, we can use this equation of motion. Out of these 4 values, we know about the 3 values. We don't know about the V. We know U, A, and T. So we can easily find the value of V here. And for the second values, Vanshika, sit one minute.
1 second.
Okay. For finding the distance cover, we can use the second equation of motion because we know what the value of U, T, and A. Good. So please do your questions. Do this one yourself. If you have any problem in solving the question, I will explain you. Otherwise, do this question yourself. Now you can check your answers. I'm going to do this question here in the board. On the board. B is equal to u plus 80. Put the value of u is 0 and a is 0.1 multiply with the 120. It will be 12.0 meter per second. This is the final velocity. And for finding the distance covered, we use the second equation of motion as is equal to ut, u is 0 and time is 120 plus half into acceleration is how much? 0.1 into time square, that is 120 square. So it is 0 and it will be 0 1 upon 2 into 0.1 multiplied with the 14400. 720.
Yes.
So this is the distance covered. Okay. So Priya, I have to explain all other questions or can I go through the graph? Graph. So I am going to rub this board. For graph, first we should know what is the meaning of the graph. First, this is the distance line graph. Okay. And these graph can be, I think this, I explained you this graph or not? I explained you this graph now? Okay, good. So first we have to tell me what type of motion is represented by this graph. Raise your hand, this one. Only 2 hands are there. Why not all the students are going to answer the questions? You are not clear about the graph? Okay, only 2 students are there to answer. Are they? What type of motion is there?
Motion to
आपके body at rest. Since the distance is not changes with the time, so it means the body is not in motion. We will say it is at rest. And what the second one, Apeksha? Yeah. Huh? What are you saying? Vaishnavi. Uniform motion. Here in this car, equal distance is covered by the body in equal interval of time. And this type of motion is called the uniform motion. Sit on that. This is the uniform motion. And what is about this third one? Ankit.
non-uniform.
This is the non-uniform motion. Because the body is covered unequal distance in equal interval of time. So it is called the non-uniform motion. So, do you know how can you find the velocity or the speed? What are you doing in a notebook? Huh? Look at it. What is the name? Rohan. Okay, Rohan. Rohan, do you know? Do you know how can we find the velocity or the speed of the body by using the dt graph? Suppose this is the dt graph. Like this. Okay? This is 5, this is 10, and this is 15. And the time is 2, 4, and like this. So if you want to find the speed of the body from the B to C, what will you do? So what are you doing in your notebook? बेटे पहले समझ लो, है ना? फिर नोट करना. So okay, who is going to tell me? How can we find the speed of the body by using the dt graph? Sit down. Anyone? Vaishnavi? Okay. Very good. We find the slope of the graph. And what is the meaning of the slope? Slope means the perpendicular upon the space. This is called the velocity or the speed. So if you want to find the speed from the dt graph, what will you do? You will find the slope of the graph. And what is the meaning of slope? Slope is perpendicular upon base. So speed from B to C is slope, that is perpendicular. And what is the length of this one? What is the length of this perpendicular?
90.
It will be 15 minus 10. देखो यहाँ से यहाँ तक का पूरा कितना है? 15 है ना? और इसमें यहाँ से यहाँ तक की लेंथ कितनी है ये? 10. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है? किसको नहीं आ रहा है? हाथ ऊपर करो. अच्छा, किसको समझ में आ रहा है? हाथ ऊपर करो. पढ़ने को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, बेटा कौन बताने आएगा कि हमें समझ नहीं आया? हाँ, अगर आपको स्पीड निकालना है तो आपने क्या करना है, स्लोप निकालना है। स्लोप का मतलब क्या है, ये परपेंडिकुलर और ये बेस। परपेंडिकुलर ये लेंथ निकालने की आपको ग्राफ को स्टडी करना आना चाहिए, ग्राफ को रीड करना आना चाहिए, आपको पता होना चाहिए ये लेंथ कितनी है, पूरी कितनी है, देखो 15 लिखी है ना, तो ये पूरी कितनी है, 15 है, और यहाँ तक की लेंथ कितनी है, ये 10 है, तो ये कितनी आएगी, 15 minus 10 होगी। So it is we will say it like slope BC, 15 minus 10 upon, what should be the length of this one? Harshita, yes Harshita, what is the length of this one? BM, it is 2 and this one is 4. So what is the length of this one? Very good, it will be 4 minus 2. So for finding the speed by using the dt graph, we use the slope of the graph. And what is the meaning of slope? Slope is perpendicular to base. So this 4 minus 2. Sit down meter. It is 5.2 or we can say 2.5 meter per second. Okay. So this one, this is the way to find the speed from the dt graph. Are you clear? Now you can write down this one. You can write it. These are the VT graph. Now you should know how can we study the graph. First, what is the meaning of this type of graph? Raise your hand. The motion of the body is, yes. Body, no, this is not at rest. Actually, this is the velocity. Suppose the body is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. So it means at the time of 1 second, it has the velocity of 10 meter per second. At the time of 2 seconds, again 10 meter per second. At the time of 3, again 10 meter per second. So the body cannot be body cannot be at rest. So what type of motion it can be? Yes, this is the uniform motion. Because the velocity of the body is not going to be changes, so we can say it has a uniform velocity. So this type of motion is uniform motion. Okay? Sit down. Your name? Sanjana. Yes, Sanjana. Okay? And this type of graph? Vanshika? This is? Again? Velocity. What velocity? The time is over. I am going to tell you. These are the uniform acceleration. Because there is a equal change in velocity in equal interval of time. So this is called the uniform acceleration. Okay? And this type of graph in which the velocity is going to be decreases. Okay, Vaishnavi? Uniform retardation. Retardation means the acceleration is negative here. Since the velocity is going to be decreases, so we can say the acceleration is negative. And negative acceleration is called retardation. So this is the uniform retardation. Okay? And this one is the non-uniform acceleration. Okay? Not the velocity. This is the non-uniform acceleration. Now, in your homework you have to do the graphical, the derivation of all the three equations of motion and the exercise and you have to revise your second chapter because we have very limited time. In the starting of March there will be your final exams. So in the next class you will prepare for the chapter 4. Okay? So your homework is इसके बीच बीच में ब्लू कॉलम्स है and there's lots of questions. So you will do all these questions. First one, derivation of equation of motion, and second one is all the blue columns. Please write on your homework. अब भूल जाओगे क्या दिया था. And third one is derivation of Newton's second law and derivation of conservation of momentum. So all these are your homework. Please write on your homework. Write in the homework. Derivation of equation of motion. Second chapter of blue questions. Derivation of Newton's second law and derivation of conservation of momentum.